I've been drifting real cars for over 15 years, and in that time I've gotten to slide everything from budget builds and Ebisu missiles to well-sorted Matsuri cars. I've drifted in cars with cable handbrakes, inline hydraulic handbrakes, and fully independent hydros with dedicated rear calipers. So I know a good handbrake when I see one, and that's why I'm excited to show you my latest driving simulator upgrade, the Heusinkveld Sim Handbrake, which I'm going to replace my old Fanatic Club Sport handbrake after shredding, well, more than just tires.
Some pretty basic stuff. Oh, that's a bad sign.
On 2 separate occasions.
I feel like something. Yep.
Let's take a look at what's in the box. Remove the nice printed sleeve and you're left with a regular and quite hefty cardboard box. Opening the lid, we're met with a selection of 3 Heusinkveld stickers, sporting the colors of the Dutch flag where Heusinkveld is based. A nice touch. Next, we have a product manual, box of accessories, and finally the handbrake itself, which is beautifully constructed from CNC laser-cut stainless steel. Last but not least, hiding under the handbrake is an adapter plate which makes it easy to mount the handbrake to an 80/20 aluminum profile rig, and offers yaw adjustment to fine-tune the fit and ergonomics of your driving simulator. This handbrake looks amazing and feels great in the hand too. It's heavier than I expected, weighing in at 2 pounds 13 ounces. One of my favorite aspects of this handbrake is the design for how it actuates. You see, some handbrakes channel your braking force through 90-degree connections between the handle and the resistance element, which is either a spring or elastomer, also known by the scientific name squishy part. In my Fanatic handbrakes, this 90-degree connection is what failed. It actually sheared in half. But the Heusinkveld design aligns the pulling force in the same direction as the metal rod, instead of being perpendicular, which should be a far more robust design. A quick glance over the body of the handbrake makes it clear there's plenty of adjustability, with multiple mounting holes, and the handle can be configured in the classic OEM pull-up style that you find in old-school drift cars, or the flashier pull-back style common to track-only drift and rally machines. Even after choosing horizontal or vertical orientation, this handbrake has an additional 26 degrees of adjustment to fine-tune the handle position. You can also gain over 22 degrees of yaw adjustment, that is, side-to-side rotation, by using the included adapter plate when mounting the handbrake, and its small size allows it to fit into even a cramped sim cockpit nicely. Although in the case of my DIY wooden sim rig, the handle is considerably shorter than the one on my Fanatic handbrake that I'm swapping out, so I may have to rebuild the handbrake mounting area to mount the base in a way that can position the handle where I want it. Pulling the handle engages a 260-pound load cell, meaning the Heusinkveld shouldn't even break a sweat when I activate it, despite my personal car using an old-school cable handbrake. Keep in mind that those take a fair bit of force to lock up the rear tires because there's no boost from a hydraulic system. Also, if you want to see me hang a YouTube silver play button from a friend's car and put tire marks on it while tandeming, be sure to subscribe. I can't do it without you. Everything about this handbrake is tunable, right down to the actuation feel. The Heusinkveld design uses a 2-stage resistance system consisting of a spring and an elastomer. The spring is weaker and compresses first, simulating the feeling of closing the brake pad to rotor gap or slack in a cable e-brake. Then you encounter resistance from the elastomer, which is when the braking application actually begins. Both of these can be tuned. The spring can be adjusted for travel and preload, so you could simulate a very tight or somewhat sloppy handbrake system. Or you can run no spring at all. Heusinkveld includes 3 different elastomers in hard, medium, and soft compounds to fine-tune the braking feel. With this much adjustability, I can make it feel exactly like my real car's handbrake. Last but not least, this handbrake works with Heusinkveld's Smart Control software, which allows you to electronically adjust all the usual parameters for a USB handbrake, but most importantly set a non-linear output curve. For example, a handbrake that applies force slowly under light pulls for finesse in rally courses, but ramps up quickly to full lock so you don't have to pull the handle through a long sweep to achieve wheel lockup when you do need it. Better yet, you can map different profiles so you can have one for different classes of drift and rally cars, or for different surfaces, which could give drivers chasing the highest caliber of control an edge in competition. Using the Smart Control software is optional though, and the handbrake comes pre-calibrated so it can be used as a plug-and-play handbrake for drivers who can't be bothered to tweak settings and just want to get sideways. I can't wait to install this into my simulator and start filming a drift tutorial covering handbrake initiations in Assetto Corsa. For a sneak peek, check out this video on drift techniques, and until then, happy sliding.